Welcome to Hammond Baptist second game in the tournament. This is our JV team going at it against Christian Liberty on the field here, and we're excited to be here. Jonathan Borsch, and alongside me, a former player, senior, graduated last year, Tyler Huckins. Tyler, it's good to have you.
It's good to be here. Made some time for it in my schedule and worked out, you know.
Yes, he is a busy man, but no, it's going to be an exciting game. Right off the bat, it's kind of stuck on Christian Liberty's end, but Adam Judah on the wing here looking to make things happen. Now, this is the JV team. We'll look to see how they do, Tyler, against this Christian Liberty team. Christian Liberty probably a bit older and a bit more experienced.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
they're looking right now. They're looking pretty athletic. They're all fast. It's kind of more on their side of the field, which kind of surprised me a little bit at first. But we'll see how it goes.
Ball off of Adam Judah on the throw in there. It'll be a goal kick. We'll do our best to give you the lineup here. We've got Adam Judah, as we just mentioned, Jacob Deanda, Mark Otis. Let's see, Matthew Swain is over there. Luke Otis in the middle. Mason Wilkerson. And then the back line there. Travis Wilson, Darvell Blanton, Xavier Huckins there. Looking familiar to you. And I believe that rounds us out. Maybe Carmine Rivera might be in there. Yeah,
Carmine left fullback.
And then the goalie, Tyler, do you recognize?
Isaac Vargas.
Isaac Vargas, perfect.
The one and only.
So some of these on JV, some of them are high school, maybe freshmen or sophomores. The rest of them are going to be from the junior high, and that's been the case, as we mentioned last game. It's been the case for a couple years now. That's trouble. Isaac not sure whether to come out or stay. He stays, and we watch as it go by just wide. It'll be a goal kick.
Not quite.
Yeah, Tyler, he got kind of caught in between there, and that shows you it was a good pass.
Right.
But yeah, he's really got to make up his mind one way or the other. If he's going to come out to get that ball, he's got to come out immediately.
Right.
But if not, he's got to stay back and give him the best chance there. But worked out good for the Swordsmen.
Yeah, I think Carmine could have taken a step back. I know he tried to head it, but if he would have taken a step back, might not have put them in that position.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Tricky on that last line of defense. So much rides on you. That ball could be coming at you from 20 feet in the air, and
right.
I'm sure you can attest that doesn't feel good to head it, but sometimes it needs to be done. So
it may look cool, but
it doesn't feel that way, huh?
No, you lose a couple brain cells.
Oh, and look at him now, folks. Tyler Huckins. He's headed the ball so many times. Oh,
that's what it was.
Boy. Goal kick just off. There's Luke Otis was working there on the line, and it's just off. Travis Wilson to take the goal kick for the Swordsmen. And we'll see. We'll see if Christian Liberty is pressing pretty high right now. We'll see if the Swordsmen can not only break that press, but if they can get something going. That's a ball out to let Matthew Swain run. And yeah, he's causing some problems over there.
Ooh.
Oh, and that hit him.
That does not feel good.
No, he's going to take a second there.
It was a good look. It was a good look for the Swordsman.
Right.
Looking up that left side. Good send.
And guys with speed, like Matthew and then Adam on this near side.
Right.
You want to test that defense, and every once in a while just ping a ball in behind and see if your guy can outrun him.
Yeah, a lot of times with these teams, the defense isn't ready, especially right at the beginning of the game.
Sure.
They're not ready to go to a full-on sprint. So if you get that ball up the side, pushing it towards the middle, then you're really pushing the defense to work themselves into it. And
that's what we want to do. Really the whole game. You want to test the defense. You want to test the goalie, because the defense goalie is not going to be perfect the whole game.
Right.
So eventually one of those times they make a mistake. As long as you're ready to pounce. That's really going to be where you make your money. Brady Richards looks like he's getting some game time in pretty quick.
Ooh.
And going the other way, was that a handball?
Yeah, it looked like it went out on white.
Gotcha. Okay.
Or an illegal throw-in, something like that. Yeah, another one.
Some of these younger guys maybe not played soccer as much, getting the illegal throw-in called on them. Tyler, can you, I don't know how best to explain that. Can you explain maybe what you need to do on a throw-in and what they're calling as far as an illegal throw-in goes?
Yeah, so for a normal throw-in, you can run up to it, you can stand still. As long as both feet are on the ground and the ball comes directly behind your head. Okay. So the ref will call an illegal throw-in if you've thrown it from either side of your head, if you're more throwing it with one arm than the other, or if you pick up your back foot, which is very, very common.
Gotcha.
Especially people that are even good players will catch themselves picking up their back foot, trying to get more power, and the ref will call it most of the time.
Isaac Vargas in that spot again. That's trouble, and that's in.
Goal for Christian Liberty.
For Christian Liberty, goal by number 22. Josh Daniel, I believe, 10th grader, with the goal there. And we had mentioned it earlier with if you're goalie, you really got to make up your mind, and he got caught there, and it cost him a bit. Defense not able to help him, but a very young goalie.
Right.
He's only a freshman, very little game time, especially on this level, playing against a team that's a lot older. But he'll learn as he gets older, gets more playing time. But if he's going to come out, he's got to be the guy. He's got to want that ball more than the offense there, and take that ball. But 1-0 the score, not insurmountable. Swordsmen going to look to get right back in it with Mason Wilkerson here on the ball.
Yeah, one thing you see, especially with the varsity you would see more offense up high, and with the JV, I've noticed it the past year or so, kind of stays back, kind of not as aggressive as you would expect, and it's a good thing in some ways. You got a lot more defense as the ball is kept more in the middle of the field, but also when you get those sends, you don't have anybody to finish them.
Yeah. Strong, good mistake move there by defense.
Couldn't finish it.
And a strong shot. Really, if he had taken, just another second, and really he didn't need much power on it, as close as he was. Really could have just picked the corner and passed it in.
He got under it.
But yeah, just got a bit under it. And I was about to say it was strong by Travis Wilson. That you can tell he's, I say outmatched by Josh Daniel, the goal scorer. Not talent, but it just age is a lot taller than him,
right.
And Josh Daniel showing some skill there the first few minutes here.
Yeah, same age, surprisingly. One's
really?
Just much bigger.
Really? Yeah, wow.
Both 10th grade.
Huh.
Yeah, Travis has definitely gotten a little bit better on defense compared to last year. He's more aggressive. I tried to talk to him to be more aggressive. It took a little while. I think he's really getting into it this year.
And some guys, you can be talented, but it's just different, especially if you don't play much, you can be really talented, but you get in the game and it's just different,
Right.
It's a different feel, and with the guys coming at you, it's just a bit different. So they'll get that with experience. Travis here on this JV team, really the middle man.
Ooh, too much power on that send. It's difficult really to get a good send, especially up the sides, but it's not impossible. It happens.
Yeah. It's on one, it's on one end, if you hit it too hard, it's going to happen just like it happened, where the goalie's going to come pick that up. If you hit it too soft, oftentimes the defender is going to be able to cut it off. So there's a very small window that you have there to find that pass, and it's a very tricky one.
Right.
Not quite able to do it there.
And your offender really needs to be in the right spot too.
Sure.
Looking like a good look for Christian Liberty right now.
There's a strong move. He kept cutting inside, but never did. I feel like he wanted to get a shot off, but it was the next man up for the Swordsmen. They kept stopping up. Adam Judah here on the side. That's spinning along staying along the line. Thought it was going to be a Swordsman throw.
Good.
That's strong by Jacob DeAnda, and that's going to be a Swordsman throw. That's good work there by Jacob DeAnda.
Yeah, good shielding for sure. Trying to keep that ball away from number 6 on Christian Liberty.
Yeah. And we're going to redo that just a bit further up the field. I want to see the Swordsmen get some guys up here. Let's see if they can find Adam or Mark here on the near side. He's going to throw it into Mark and back to Jacob, but offside. Folks, we talked about it a bit last game. Just to briefly recap, offsides, you cannot be beyond that final defender before that ball is passed. And that was tricky there because Jacob threw the ball in, but when that line moved up, he was still sitting there, and when that ball was passed back, he was going to be offside there.
Yeah, and a lot of times you'll find an offside gives the defense a little bit of a break. It's most of the time an offsides means that the defense didn't quite get back fast enough.
Sure.
And the offense was too far ahead. So it is an offensive issue, but also the defense, they get to take a deep breath and calm down that they get that ball back.
Yeah. And on offense, you really don't want that. You want to keep up the pressure as much as you can, and something like offsides can really hurt you.
Right. Ball staying more in the middle now.
Yeah, this game of ping pong going on for the last few seconds here. Neither team holding possession. There's Xavier working hard.
Oh.
I believe, he's going to get a foul called. Much to the disappointment of Josh Daniel, was on the break. He was licking his chops for his second goal there. Yeah. In soccer, they're similar, I guess, in a way to basketball. The refs have the call as far as fouls go. But in basketball, your fouls are kept track of, and in high school it's 5, I believe, correct? 5 fouls to foul out, and no matter what the foul is, it's always counted in the book for basketball. But with soccer, slightly different. They'll still call fouls on you, but the only measurable foul is a yellow card and a red card. So yellow cards are going to be, really just an unnecessarily rough on, so if you're coming in for a slide tackle and you're hitting the guy more than you should, or especially like coming in from behind on a slide tackle, stuff like that, gets you a yellow card. And a couple ways to get a red card. Red card means that once you get that, you're out of the game and your side has to play with 10 instead of 11. So it's really a disadvantage. But you can either get another yellow card on top of a yellow, and that gets you to a red, or you can get a straight up red, but you'd really have to do something grisly to do that. You have much experience with it as far as you getting yellow cards? You ever get a red card? Tell the folks about that.
I never got a red card.
Oh, watch out. Here's Josh Daniel again. Good defense there.
Good way to come out for the goalie. Looks like he's going to look up that side.
Let's see if he can
Good
find.
drop kick. Good drop kick.
Yeah, Jacob, and he's going to let him run a little bit.
Defense was sleeping on that one a little bit.
And that'll win the Swordsman a throw. But the yellow cards, tell us a bit about that. Maybe some that you remember specifically. Did you ever get a red card? How did that all work?
Yeah, I never one time got a red card, which I'm proud of.
Good.
I did get a yellow card one time.
Okay. Just once?
Just once.
Okay.
I was playing left fullback. It would have been my sophomore year.
Okay.
So not much experience. One of the younger ones on the team. And the guy had gotten past me. And he was a little faster than me. I was catching up to him. But I went to slide tackle him in the box. It's very risky.
Yeah.
But I was more behind him than next to him. Obviously, I argued it.
Right.
But
right. You have to.
You're right. But went straight to the yellow card on that one.
Yeah.
And a penalty kick.
Right. Yeah. So folks, if it's a foul outside the box, all it results in is a free kick, which can be dangerous if the opposing team is close to your goal. But if it's in the box, then it's going to be a penalty kick. Goes to the spot there, and those are probably the best chances you'll get in a game are those penalty kicks. If you've got a shooter that knows what he's doing, he's pretty much automatic from that spot. So yeah, it's a risky thing, and on defense, that's really in the back of their mind when you're on defense, and the guys, that's a bit too aggressive there. Yeah, that'll be swordsman ball. But when you're on defense, that's really in the back of your mind. When you're defending in your box, like, I do not want to. Mason just can't get to it. But I don't want to be too, too aggressive here, because if you're too aggressive, it's going to get that foul called and a penalty shot against you.
Right. Looking like it's going to be another close.
And that's better right there by Isaac Vargas, being aggressive there and going out to get the ball. I think he, at least that time, seemed to learn from the first one.
Yeah. I'm glad he's being aggressive, especially being. I don't believe he played goalie last year.
Okay.
I believe he was a mid or a fullback or something like that last year.
Just an athletic guy, though,
Right.
An athletic guy.
But especially playing goalie his first year here, I think he's doing very well.
Yeah.
he's got somebody good to look up to in Mark Michalski.
Yeah.
Talk about a young star.
Yeah, we were talking about him just last game. Same grade, but Mark Michalski and David as well on the team, but just strong guys, tall guys, very athletic.
Yes, very athletic.
Yeah, and played a bit last year on JV. Did Mark Michalski. Shot up and over, got under it there for Christian Liberty.
Yeah, too high.
But yeah, Mark Michalski, this first game, Tyler, I believe you were here, really didn't get much action.
Yeah. Well, that's what you like. As the defense, I mean, as the goalie, you'd rather get some more action. But as a defense, the less your goalie touches the ball, the better. The better you feel like you're doing.
Right, yeah, it kind of tells you how good of a job you're doing, right? If the goalie doesn't have to bail you out there. Yeah.
But Mark, very, very good player. Even David's gone pretty back and forth between offense and defense, kind of just wherever he needs to be. Very athletic.
Yeah.
And he's gonna look like a good senior next year, I believe.
Yeah. Strong hands
good stop
there.
by Isaac.
And a shot, had some power on it, but right at him. Was looking to send Mason up the side. Can't quite get it to him. But yeah, looking forward to this year. It's just a good group of guys both ways. Some of these guys got some minutes in the varsity game. We're seeing them at it again out here. Probably the tired legs. Oh, good send. But yeah, offsides.
He was off by about 5 feet. It's really hard, especially with those sends I was talking about. Even being offsides. I don't even remember how many offsides calls were made last game.
Yeah.
Upwards of 15.
Sure.
Which is a decent amount.
Sure.
A lot of good looks, but.
And it's just tricky because on offense, really your job, at least the job description of offense, is to score goals, right? So you're wanting the ball, you want to see where the ball's at. But if you just drift a bit too far while you're watching the ball, you get called for that.
Yeah,
called for that offside. You're not paying attention.
Defenses, especially if you're facing a good defensive line, they will hold that line and they will try and pull offsides.
Trouble.
Good
Isaac
stop.
Vargas, good stop.
Wow, what a dive. Yeah, they'll hold that line to where as soon as I know State Line does it. State Line does it a lot. They will, they'll keep their line, and as soon as that ball is kicked, they'll take one step forward. And that one step will be enough because most of the time an offensive player will just ride on that defensive line.
Right, yep.
And the defense, when they take that step forward, that will pull that offender off sides.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it's unfortunate for the offense because they'll have a good look, but.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, it can be, of course, it's the ref's call here, and he can be off sometime.
Good send.
Jacob DeAnda looking for Matthew. Breaks for Mark. Left foot.
A little too much.
But better by the Swordsmen. Better look.
Not a lot of shots by the JV. Looking good, though. Whenever they get up there, it's looking good. They just got to put those in.
Yeah. Just creating as many chances as you can, like we were talking about earlier.
Good run through.
Gonna send Jacob again. Really strong by Mark. Audis working for the ball there. And passes the buck to his brother Luke there. That's some good feet there. Number 17, Tanner Aiello, he's a senior this year. Takes a shot from far out. Oh, that's...
Couldn't quite get in front of that one.
Yes.
So
and I believe that was Tanner, or was that again Josh Daniel? I looked down for just a moment there.
I believe I'm not sure.
Okay, but I believe one of those two. But yeah, wrapping your foot around that ball is going to create some spin, which you just saw on that shot there, and especially when it hits the ground, it's gonna squib a little bit. It's not gonna bounce right at you. And there's again just that little of inexperience of seeing shots like that, but not too used to that. But he'll get used to it. But for now, Swordsman JV down 2-0 to Christian Liberty. We've got just about 15 minutes left in this first half. We'll see if the Swordsmen keep working and fight back and get a goal back here.
Yeah, our offense making some weird looking kicks.
Yeah,
trying to get that ball.
That's good by Isaac Vargas. Very aggressive there. It's good. Yeah, we need to be a bit more direct with our passes. Know what we're trying to do here. we're getting to that halfway line, and we're having trouble getting past Christian Liberty there. You know, when you've got your back to to where you're trying to go, it's tricky to find it and open up a pass. But if you can just turn and you get some guys running, you can open some things up. But
that'll be playing on the ground.
Right. Yeah.
Adam Judah. Can't do that in soccer. As much as I would love to. Whenever you get pushed down and you feel like you're kind of out of it, you want to stick your foot out, kick that ball.
All right.
But you're not allowed to.
See, I don't think I knew that.
Really?
No.
Yeah, you're not allowed to play on the ground.
Okay. Huh.
I'm not sure why. It maybe because it's dangerous. You get stepped on.
Or maybe you're frustrated after you get sent down, so it's a bit more chance to injure somebody.
Good free kick.
Yeah, put it in a dangerous area, but no one able to quite get their head on it.
Right.
See if Mason Wilkerson can go. He's got Matthew Swain to the left, but just couldn't get the ball under control.
Yeah, something we try to teach. We try to teach the guys, especially on defense, but even on offense, is to run through the ball. So instead of standing there and putting your foot up to kick the ball, you want to run through it. So if it bounces in front of you, you want to chest it and keep running. You never want to stop, because that gives the defense or the offense plenty of time to get to that ball.
Yeah.
And if you're running through it, you've already got your momentum. You're looking up. You've got guys down the field. But it's our JV is not doing it very much right now.
And it could be that extra. You don't think it's much, but it could be that extra second that you gain from not stopping and keep going. That could either open up a pass. You could be 1 second in front of the defender and you get a shot off yourself. But it's a miss there. But a game of inches maybe. And every game has just the little things that you can do that really help you. And I think that's what you're talking about there with running through the ball.
Yeah. Now I have a question, John. Did you play soccer in high school?
All right. Well, we mentioned this the first game. Mr. John Woosley was asking my soccer resume, and he was laughing while he was asking. So I don't know.
Really?
I don't know why he was laughing. But and your dad, the producer over here, he's having a nice little chuckle while he's eating his Cheetos. But
guess I'm gonna get a good story then.
Yeah. No.
Veggie straw.
The generic version of Cheetos.
The version.
Anyways, no, I played in 6th grade. Okay, and I wasn't very good. But
no way.
I know you struggle with that. I had a goal in grade school, and it was pretty special. But
and you were on Gamma, correct?
No, shame on you. I was on Kappa.
Kappa.
Yes, I was. No, anyway, so after 6th grade, really didn't play much soccer, but I love watching.
Oh, good luck.
Love
That's
watching
gonna be offsides.
Yeah,
That's gonna be way offsides.
He was standing offside there.
He's pretending like he wasn't offsides.
Or he knows that he was, and he missed one of the two. I don't know.
Maybe.
But Matthew Swain there. He's had some bright moments, Matthew Swain, but just offside there. But yeah, so I love watching soccer. But I'm definitely the one to watch and not play there. But I've enjoyed the couple games so far here. All you have to do is you act like you know what you're saying, and
yeah, it works.
That's just life, sometimes.
Yeah.
Life
I think we have yet to see an own goal this tournament. I'm kind of happy about that because this is the second game, right?
Right. Okay. So hopefully they're a bit rare. If you don't know, an own goal is when you accidentally kick the ball in your own net. They're pretty embarrassing. That's a mistake there. Marcottes, right foot. Oh, just can't get any power behind it.
Yeah, looking like he lost his footing there for a minute.
Yeah, maybe got a bit excited. But that's one of the things that press can get you is a mistake there on Christian Liberty's defense, and it led to a probably the best look of the day so far for the JV, but just couldn't put it away. Yeah.
Another offensive opportunity by Christian Liberty, and a good look. Darvell is there to stop it, and a good clear.
Yeah, good clear right to Jacob. Let's see if he can turn and go. He's got
Adam needs to go up the side, call his name out.
Strong there by Jacob, but he's got to pick up his head. That leads to a throw.
Something that that was That was an illegal throw-in if I've ever seen one. The ref definitely missed that
He
one.
was looking at something else there.
Yeah, something that a lot of teams do that I'm not very fond of actually is good shot.
just over
Just
the
too
bar,
high.
closer than I thought.
Well, something that a lot of teams do that I'm not really fond of, especially when I was a player. I don't really mind it as much now, but when I was a player, coaches would say, if you don't know what to do with it, clear it out the side.
Sure.
And I hated that. I hated it when people would just clear the ball, because it would give them a little bit of time to set up, but you're not in any better of a position.
Right.
And I'm sure there's a reason behind it, and I'm sure I don't understand it.
Sure.
But I enjoyed more just getting the ball, making a move, turning, and
Sure.
blasting it up the side.
Right, but the problem there is if you do make that mistake, you know, the offense has the ball 10 feet from the goal, and you're really in trouble there. So there's some risk reward there, and I guess depending on the player, you'd have to dangerous ball in, falls right by the box. See if Isaac can get there. He can. Oh, he loses it though.
He needs to get back. Our defense really needs to fill in that gap. You got 3 guys standing right by the goal.
What a save. He saves it once. It's off the post. Back out for another shot off Luke Honest. Boy, some last-ditch defending.
Our defense is really packing the box.
Yeah.
It is very hard to take a shot when you pack the box, but it's also really weird positioning. You really don't know who's taking your spot or where you have to be, especially when there's 7, 8 guys just sitting back where you're supposed to be.
Sure. And you see, I mean, the right side of the field you can kind of see, but, we've got Jacob Deanda and Matthew Swain up, but other than that, everyone else is pretty much back, and that just that's hard to get anything going. As Isaac Vargas struggles with it again.
And is it going to be
We're going to call a push handball on Josh Daniel there. Going the other way. But it's just hard to get that offense going, when you're having to put 8, 9 guys back in your box. Maybe it helps you on defense, but it's really hard to get anything going the other way.
Yeah, it's definitely a whole lot easier to shoot it from outside the 18.
Yeah.
Especially when the box is being packed.
Oh, that's what he's going to try to do there.
Because the goal it's really hard, not only for a defender to see what's going on, but I can't imagine the goalie being able to see very much at all.
Right.
Especially when the box is packed that much with your guys and their guys. Right. If a shot makes it through, it's going to go in.
Right. And if it takes any deflection, that goalie is not going to have enough time.
Good carry. Good send in the middle by Xavier.
Oh, watch out.
Good look. Mark Artis.
Jake, goalie's coming out if he can chip it over. Oh, just scuffs it off to the right.
Kind of got a toe on that one.
But better on the left. Was that Xavier that brought it down there on the left?
Xavier picking up some offense. And he's going to step out now, but picking up some speed, some momentum for the junior varsity.
Yeah, and I feel like especially in this level, professionals, really they'll use the whole width of the field and they'll do a lot of crosses. But if you're not careful in high school and especially junior high in this level, you can really get just bogged down with going right down the middle of the field. And if the defense knows you're going to do that, then it's a lot easier to stop you.
Right.
But if you can incorporate, as a handball there, it'll go the Swordsman way. If you can incorporate the sides like Xavier just did, it really opens up a different opportunity for you.
Right, and especially when you pick a side, the defense has to shift.
Right.
And most of the time, you're going to have somebody on that opposite side that's wide open. And that happened a lot in the varsity game.
Yeah.
Couldn't really finish a lot of them.
Right.
But good free kick by Mark Artis. That was Mark Artis, right?
It was. Yeah, had some power, lacking in the direction department.
Yeah. Well.
Some substitutes in, some seniors getting some minutes. Zeke Deanda had a goal that first game. Zeke Deanda in there, and Trenton Worship. Good to see him out there as well. Let's see if the new additions can test Christian Liberty anymore.
Yeah, see something like that where the defense, it's his last leg is to get it out, because there was nobody behind him except for the goalie. Especially as a defensive line, you don't want, like I said earlier, you don't want your goalie to have to do very much at all.
Right.
And you shouldn't definitely rely on him to stop it. Junior varsity looking really good right now.
Yeah, finally some.
They're gonna give that to blue.
Oh, that's a rough. Finally some good possession here, and we'll see if they can get it right back. Trenton Worship, the brick wall there.
Trent playing soccer this year. Actually, he was ready to play last year. Last year he didn't play, but he said my senior year I'm gonna play soccer. And he's doing it. I think he's doing it to help condition himself for basketball, which is good actually. But he's definitely he's a brick wall out there.
Yeah, yeah. And me and John were talking about it earlier, but he's just a great guy to have on a team. You know, he's an athletic guy.
He's lively. He's lively.
Yeah, but just a great guy. Zeke with the ball. Just can't find the pass.
And I don't think he's played very much, but he was definitely looking down, didn't look up.
Sure.
To see Adam Judah. So the ref is going to call something, maybe a push.
Yeah, you wish as a player he'd blow his whistle a bit louder. He had the flag up for a while there, and just the guys are still going at it, especially on a hot day like this.
Yeah.
But a good game so far. A good game. We're nearing the half. Really, these last 10 minutes or so have looked better for the JV here. More possession has led to a few more open chances here and some shots created.
Yeah.
Haven't quite been able to find the net. But
I think it's going to be a drop ball.
Yeah, drop ball here for Travis Wilson.
Interesting. That doesn't happen very much.
Yeah. Yeah, and I wouldn't know best how to explain that, Tyler, unless you know the scenario there for a drop ball.
So the scenario, sometimes it's going to be a possession issue. So if there's a push, if there's something that the ref can't explain. Obviously, it might have been a trip there, and it looks like he's going to call another one. But it really depends on the ref to give that drop ball.
Gotcha.
A lot of the times it'll be just a free kick, and you won't see a drop ball very much. I know, especially on injuries there'll be a drop ball, and usually it'll be the team that the player did not get injured. And most of the time, we do it. Some other teams do it. Is on that drop ball, we'll kick it back to their defensive line, and we'll give them back the ball because obviously they were down a player.
Because they'll kick it out to
attend to
their
kick.
player, right? Yeah.
That's going to be a high kick.
Going fair.
Mason
Christian
Wilkerson.
Liberty way. Yeah, got to be careful. But yeah. So rarely. I mean, very similar. The drop ball and the free kick. Maybe on the offensive end, you would of course rather have a free kick. Gives you some more time to line up something, and maybe you practice that more in practice than a drop ball. A drop ball, the only difference is they're dropping the ball and immediately it's live. That's a takedown by Darvell.
Yeah, that's going to be a penalty kick.
I can't quite tell if that's
he might
inside or outside the box.
He
It's
might.
really close. But the Jack, can you zoom in about where he was? We'll see if we can see there. It's really close.
He's standing in the box right now. Or he's standing close to the box.
He is really close. If that is indeed, we'll see.
Outside the box.
Yeah, we'll see where the ref of that is.
Interesting,
folks. That is incredibly
close.
You see
where he fell at.
Yeah, it looked like he. Yeah, he's that may have been a penalty kick or should have been, but ref gave it to him outside the box and the shot just right to Isaac.
They couldn't really finish it. Let's see if we get a good touch by Adam Judah. Just a little too far away from his body.
Some slick moves. Christian Liberty coming up the left wing, but Adam Judah sticking with him, not making it easy. But yeah, you can just see the experience of some of these Christian Liberty players with the ball in their feet.
There's a shot.
That's a pretty shot. Had some curl on it, looking for that top corner. Just can't find it, and that's gonna end the half right where it is. So 2-0 Christian Liberty, getting off to really a stronger start, Tyler.
Yeah.
But end of the half, you started to see some life from the Hem Baptist Junior Varsity, and really started to show some signs. So we'll hope that they continue that in the second half. Thanks so much for being here, folks. We'll be back in about 10 minutes for the second half of Hem Baptist JV versus Christian Liberty.